The New York Giants were unable to make it 5 wins in a row on Sunday as they were sunk by the Seahawks in Seattle, 27-13. So let's talk some Big Blue football now with New York Post NFL reporter Ryan Dunleavy, who joins me now. Ryan, how's it going?
Good, Dex. How are you?
I'm doing well. Not a great football Sunday for the local teams and not a good one for the Giants. And Ryan, the Giants, they could not complete another comeback victory on Sunday in Seattle. They've walked the tightrope, as you know, all season long, playing in these close games and pulling out victories. And you know that there's been skepticism about their 6-1 start. So does Sunday's loss only increase the chatter from the skeptics?
Yeah, it definitely will. That's exactly what it's going to do. I thought I was one of the skeptics before the season. I obviously changed my tune here the last couple of weeks. This is more the team I thought the Giants were going to be, have trouble moving the ball, make mistakes that were too much to overcome. But here's the bright side of that, Dex. Who's good? Like in the NFC, outside of the Vikings, we got to be believers in at 6-1. And the Eagles at 7-0. Who's good? Like even with the Giants losing and skeptics raising, are there not skeptics of the Seahawks, not skeptics of the Cowboys or the Rams or the 49ers? So even with skeptics of the Giants, they're still as good or any better than anybody other than maybe the Vikings and Eagles.
Yeah, I always try to scan and think of all the teams you named and if I thought they were good, and the answer was no, I don't think so. So that's what I landed on. Now, heading into Week 8, the Giants were 18th in points scored. They mustered only 13 points against the Seahawks. So are you concerned about Big Blue's offense?
Yeah, but I was concerned about it even when they won 4 in a row. Yeah, I mean, look, they don't have explosive wide receivers. They're very one-dimensional with Saquon Barkley. I mean, they don't have a 200-yard receiver playing. I mean, that's unheard of. So yes, I'm very concerned about their offense. I expect that they'll probably add a piece, probably a more minor than standout piece before Tuesday's trade deadline. But yeah, they're very dependent on schematics and trickery and coaching to win games. And that obviously makes a difference, but in close games it will. But yes, the higher scoring the games get, the more trouble the Giants are in.
Yeah, interesting to see how long that also can last with playing that way. But Ryan, the G-men, they now head into a bye week with a 6-2 record. And I think many Giants fans, they would have signed up for that at the beginning of the season. But does this recent loss to Seattle change your view of what you think this squad can accomplish this season?
No, I think most Giants fans would have signed up for 4-4 after 8 games, let alone at 6-2, especially with the Lions and the Texans up next. There's no reason the Giants can't be 8-2. No reason at all. So, no, it doesn't really change much. I mean, look, if they have to go on the road, which they probably will because the Eagles are probably going to win the NFC East. If they have to go on the road in the playoffs, they're going to struggle. I mean, but that's already you're playing with house money if the Giants are in the playoffs. So, no, I don't think it really changes too much of what I think of this team. I think they'll, bounce back against weaker opponents here. They are who we thought they were before this week. This week doesn't really change too much of what I thought the Giants would be.
There we go. We will see what the Giants can do after the bye week, if they can get back to their winning ways. NFL reporter for the New York Post, Ryan Dunleavy, he will be all over it. Ryan, thanks for the time and the insight. We'll see what the Giants can do.
Thanks for having me.